I'm a lead designer on Hot Wheels diecast vehicles design team.
So you actually work on the diecast cars.
So everything that has wheels on a vehicle, 64 scale and 43rd now.
That's cool.
So yeah, pretty much everything you see on the shelf, like basics, super rigs, track fleets, haulers, everything.
That's
so
cool.
I don't limit myself to like.
How'd you get into that though? Like, were you into some sort of art or
Yeah,
like
so
sculpting or
I
something?
went to school, College for Creative Studies in Detroit, majored in transportation and product design.
Okay.
During school, when I interned here in El Segundo headquarters as a design intern, and also a couple other ones that had automotive related theme and concept to it. But in the end, I knew I was like, this is where I need to be. This is my people. So ever since, I've been trying to get to the El Segundo Hot Wheels studio in college. But after I graduated, I went to Fisher Price in New York.
Right.
Stayed there for a couple of years doing preschool infant toys.
Right.
And then came here to do tracks and play sets. So everything that's made in plastic under Hot Wheels umbrella,
right.
haulers, garages, displays. I did all those, and still doing diecast here and there. Up until 3 years ago, is when. Hey, all right, that was a good intro. Thank you. Cool. Thank you. I forgot I lost the trail. What was I saying?
You were talking about how you're working mostly on plastics for Hot Wheels and the diecast.
Yeah, so whenever you go to, for example, Target, Walmart, you see play sets, track sets, booster sets. Those I worked on at the same time doing few of the cars. 2 years ago, was when I fully transitioned over to a diecast vehicle team. So now I do this design, and I also go to different events as a judge. For example, like Hot Wheels Legends Store, things like that. So they keep us busy.
That's cool.
I don't complain.
Yeah.
So
hey, well, I'll let you enjoy your lunch. But
right on, dude.
That's
hey,
cool. I love
Eric,
hearing about people getting into careers like that because I never think to be a diecast toy designer.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Good meeting you.
Good meeting you. Have fun today.
Yeah, appreciate it. I would never think in high school oh, I want to get into toy design. That's so cool.
We have people like him to thank for people beginning their journey into loving car culture,
Yeah, or like any culture.
When you're first starting out, when you're first a little kid and you see these cars and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What you're like, okay, how do I want to play with something like that, right?
Yeah.
Your first thought, Hot Wheels. He's the man who's designed those things and helped create those things. That's awesome.
The reason we even got that conversation was because we saw some guys filming some of the cars out here. And we were like, oh, I wonder who they work for. Do they work for Porsche? Or are they doing a YouTube video? Or what are they doing?
Yeah.
And so we caught one of them in the hallway, and Clark asked him, and he's like, oh no, we work for what's the Mattel, right?
Yeah, Mattel.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm doing freelance video for Mattel right now for a Hot Wheels thing. And so you saw him walking by.
Yeah.
And struck up a conversation. It was like, hey, you work for Hot Wheels full time? He's like, yeah, I work for Hot Wheels full time. And so, it's just so cool to hear people's oh yeah, there are so many interesting people everywhere you go. Now we are in LA, so the concentration for that sort of thing is gonna be way higher. But there's so many cool people. And as I was talking to him, I was like, hey, is it cool? Would you be cool? Can I ask you a question for a second? He's like, yeah, sure. And so it's most people you'd think would be literally just on the spot. I'm holding my camera. I'm like, hey, you cool with being in my video? He's like, sure. So I hand him a mic, and then I just it's crazy how many people say yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many people you can ask for a favor or oh man,
That's why it never hurts to just ask.
Seriously.
The worst thing they can say is no.
Yeah, the worst thing you can say is oh no, sorry man, I don't want to be on social, or I can't because of my employer. That's the worst they can say. But he's like, yeah, sure man, and answer questions. It's so cool. It's so cool, honestly. And yeah.